Look, now next time you come, I draw. I got a lot of stuff. Like I will draw it, but I just wanna let's touch the selfishness. There's a lot of miserable people in this world. There are a lot of mean people in this world. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get where you need to be to. You gotta treat people right. You gotta learn how to love people. You know what I'm saying? You can't help where you come from, but you can choose the way you're going. You know what I'm saying? You can't help the family you come from, but you gotta learn how to love your family. So people gotta learn how to stop being selfish. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short. Help somebody, man. So now you get what I'm going to. Now you get what I'm going.
Yeah.
So listen, we're gonna do 5 questions. I know how many you're gonna do.
Okay.
You defined selfish when we talked before, and we're not even going back there. What makes in your words? What makes people selfish? Like why people selfish?
I feel like it's like the lack of empathy, the lack of only like seeing it through your point of view. Like you can't see anything outside of what you know, outside of what you see, outside of what you experience. And like everything always has to be about you and how you're feeling and what the world is doing to you. And you never stop to really think like, yo, what is the person in front of you or the people in front of you? How are they feeling right now? What's the world going through right now? Like my perfect example is say like you work for like customer service or something, right? You come to work, you don't want to be there, but obviously it's like you're in customer service. So the only thing that you can think about is like, these people are in a rush. They're running their errands. You're part of their errands. How do I make your day better? And it's like, people don't have customer service in them, like in real time. Like that's the best way that I can put or give an example for like selfishism. Like you don't have empathy or compassion for others. Everything is just about self, and you can never see anything outside of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Self-centered people. Self-centered. That's pretty much, and that's
For
good.
sure.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and when it comes to like one of their way, the black community, you know what I'm saying? That's in our culture a lot. We got a lot of selfish in our community, and our culture is a lot of selfish people, which is a shame.
I think that's in every culture though. Like I don't want to just say it's just for like not just for like our community. Our community, yeah, we have a lot of work to do, but like I feel like every culture has that type of like situation going on in their things. Yeah, the only thing about the black community and other cultures is that everybody else in the midst of anything, they will still come together. And us, we will still be divided no matter what. I feel like that's where you're going with this.
Okay. All right, babe. Sounds good. Ain't even going to touch it. You know what I'm saying? As we get down, that's good. We take that. As we get down, we're going to get to it more. There's something I want to add to that. Like this next question, I got something I want to add to that. But right now, well, it's a different term how I'm going to use it. What is good about being selfish? There is a good thing when it, to me, but tell me what's good about being selfish.
I feel like the good part about being selfish is called boundaries. The good thing is like the good thing about being selfish, you have to have the balance of like knowing when to be there for other people and knowing when to be there for yourself. It's a balance. Right. So, I don't know. Being selfish is good when it's like you need that time for yourself. You need this time to like show yourself love. That's the best time to be selfish. And if someone's like coming for you, or if someone's like outside of you is trying to like make you feel lesser than yourself, that's a good time to start being selfish and like, all right, let me remember who I am. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we live in this world where everyone's taking God out of everything. And I'm like, if you put God back into yourself and you really sit and think about like, yo, God didn't make no mistakes with me. It doesn't matter who you are. God did not make that mistake with making you, feel me? Like you were divinely like made. There's no mistaking you. God don't make mistakes. You feel me? So the good thing about being selfish is going into yourself and realizing that, yo, you still the prize.
Yes.
You still the prize. Everybody's the prize. There's not one person who's more of the prize than the other person. We're all the prize. You feel me?
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? You're still a prize. You still a prize. God, He made you. Only time, and then when it comes into the spiritual realm, God is going to give you a selfish season when it's going to be about you. Keep on doing what you're doing for others. God is watching. He sees how He looks low. There's going to be a selfish season just for you, and God have that season planned out for you. That when the selfish really count right there. You know what I'm saying? And like you saying, and how you add on to, so that's good. Okay, I like that. All right. Now you gotta forgive me for let me read this right quick. How do you? Oh my God! How do you deal with selfish people?
I don't. It's
You don't
really
pray
that
for them?
simple.
Would you pray for them?
I pray for everybody in the sense that I pray for the whole world to get closer to God. I pray for people in that sense. I don't sit there and pray for an individual. If you're just selfish, I've learned to just accept you for who you are. If you're a selfish person and I understand that it doesn't match me, doesn't mean I can't be kind to you. It just means that I'm not going to try to force you to be my bestie. But like, how do I deal with selfish people? I just don't. I don't deal with anybody who really isn't on the best path to trying to like evolve and better themselves. Be selfish and like I love people who have boundaries. I love people who know who they are and what they want, and that's great. But
Right.
like if you just solely selfish, everything is just about you. Every friend that you made gotta be your minion. Nah, I just don't deal with it.
Right. Okay. I'm
How do
okay.
you deal with selfish people? You deal with selfish people?
I can't. I can love them from a distance and pray for them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I can love them. I can't. I don't hate nobody. I can't doubt them. You know what I'm saying? I can't say what I won't do. I mean, I can say what I wouldn't do, but I can't say what God would have me to do. You know what I'm saying? So you might be like, man, I ain't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like that person's selfish, man. They want that. You might have a $20 bill, and if God make you take that $20 bill and buy that certain person need, guess what? You gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna want to do it, but it's gonna have to really be, you know, that spirit have to really, spirit really make me do it. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm like you. I don't want to deal with nobody selfish. You know what I'm saying? But in there, we still gotta love them. Hey, we gotta pray for
But
them.
what in a way we're talking about selfish within dating?
We talking about selfish.
That doesn't work.
This
Okay.
selfish spirit. This anything selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Anything selfish. Dating, real life. Like, and for instance, relationship. You got selfish. You have selfish husbands. You have selfish boyfriends. Selfish girlfriend. My thing is, if I'm for a woman, like I said, I'm all for that one woman. I'm not a jealous person. I'm not a selfish person. So if my girl got something planned with her girls and they been doing it before I come along, continue to be doing them out as you've been doing with your friend, your girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop because I can't. You've been doing it with your family, been doing it. You got to be like, oh, no, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? If say for instance, your mama called you and you go at this guy and this guy is your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about before last night. This guy, your boyfriend. Oh man, you can't go no. We got something planned. You gonna let him tell you what to do, or you gonna go help your mama? You ain't married to this dude now. You know what I'm saying? That's selfishness, man. That's selfish. Like, hold up. I done had this plan with my mama. This my mama. At the end of the day, you and the dude ain't married. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just dating. Like, that's why I say, man, you gotta know who you getting in a relationship with. You gotta know who you dealing with, like as a friend, whatever. Because you got.
Who you're dating can't understand the difference between family time and let you have your own life and you deal with your family and your friends at your own time, then like that's obviously not the revolves their whole entire world revolves around you and you can't do nothing without them. It's like maybe that's not the person for you. That's giving signs of like codependency in some type of aspect. You feel me? So it's just like I don't know. That one is just compatibility. You gotta know who's for you and who's not for you.
Answer this question. See, I like the way you think, and that's why I'm on this too. You know what I'm saying? But we'll do that another time. It's something I'll get into that later on down. I'll talk to you about another topic. How, for you, as a strong woman that you are, how...
Please don't call me that.
So I'm saying something.
I'm trying to run away from this strong black woman.
So what I'm saying is help people not to settle for less. And like, what I'm trying to say, settle for less, like, don't waste their time and don't ruin their time. Cause I want to say, I don't know. I was speaking with someone earlier, and I was sharing to them, like, I was sharing someone earlier, like this. I saw this picture on social media, and on this picture, we were talking about kids last night, right? So on this picture, it's got these 3 girls. It's got this one guy, and he's trying to talk to one of the girls. They look at him as a nerd. But this dude had his stuff together. He worked. He loved the Lord, all that good stuff. He had all this, you know what I'm saying? He had no baby mama, none of this. These 3 girls walked away. And they went to this other person that didn't have no type of self-respect for themselves. If you don't got no self-respect for yourself as a woman, I don't want to deal with you. So he didn't have no self-respect for himself. got all three of them pregnant, and then they went back to that same man. And when they want to holler at that man looked at him. He looked at him in a different way. You know what I'm saying? They want to know what the real man is. So what I'm trying to say is, why can't people really like help her, like in your woman, like in your way? Because I see that you tough. Like I told you before, any man just can't get to you. Like how? Like how though? You know what I'm saying? Because we got people, like I say, and this is really our culture. And I'm gonna stay on this. This is really our culture. I can't really say the Caucasian, the Mexican is mostly our culture that we have ruined the queens, and some kings are ruined too. Like some queens don't really know what the real love is. So how can we really fix that though?
I feel like a lot of people don't know what love is for both sides, only because it's just too much of a spectrum. You got the family aspect. How did they grow up? Where did they come from? What did their family house look like? Like, what were they learning and what were they like? You know what I mean? But like for me, where did it come from? I just have a lot of like self-respect. I feel like the little pride that I had growing up, I was very prideful, but I feel
Yes.
like little pride in me just made me a little bit like overly confident. Like
Right.
the one thing about me is just like I understood that it didn't look cute to just have everybody and just like give everybody your body. I never thought that was cute.
Right.
Like I just always had that self like where it was just like I just don't want to be the one where I could walk outside, I could go to a party, I could go to an event, and everyone's just like, "Oh, I dated her. Oh, I dated her too. Oh, I dated her too. Oh, I did like
Yes.
nah." Like I never thought that was cute for me. You know what I mean? So it was just I don't know the way that I grew up. My mother, she never let me like think that I was less than. You know what I mean? So I just never thought of it like that. Like, of course, I had like days where I was just like, "Damn, you didn't feel cute," or like when you're like really new and you're getting into dating, the first thing you want to do, you want to have everybody like you want to try to figure out how to get the other person to like really like you. So you kind of conform. But like in conforming, you lose yourself. You realize like, yo, do I even want to act like this? Do I want to be like this all the time? It's like you're putting on performance every freaking time. I can't do that. And like I think that's the one thing that stuck with me all my life. That the older I get, it just became stronger. And the more that I observe the world, like I just see the way that everybody's moving, the baby mama movement. I just don't like it. I remember it was like this one time, like I still call it Twitter. Everybody can call it Twitter X if you want to call it Twitter X. I don't care. But for me, it was like I was on Twitter one time and it was like Mother's Day, and all the guys that like from back my hometown, like they was just like they was tweeting happy birthday to my future baby mother. And they didn't mean it in a sense of like, oh, you're my baby mom, like as in like you're my wife and stuff. They meant it as in like, oh, okay, I just want the baby. I literally blatantly had somebody tell me like, I don't want to get married. I really just want the baby. And like people move like that. And I'm like, I didn't want to become a part of that baby mama culture. Like, first of all, it's hard. It's really, really hard to just sit there and be like, I have like the reality of having a divorced parent. So I know what it's like to have a single mom really struggle and try to make it. It's hard. You know what I mean? So when you actually see that and you actually stop and look at your parent and see how they're really trying to like pave a way for you, you kind of don't want to follow in the footsteps of like choosing wrong.
Yes.
You want to choose right. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to see the family. Like a lot of people, they lose hope in like love and some things like that. They see people and they're just like, yo, everybody's a cheater. Everybody's a cheater. Like, nah, I don't feel like everybody's a cheater. I just feel like you got to really slow yourself down and really like see who's in front of you. Don't like everyone gets so caught up in like the looks all the time. Everything is about the looks, and it's just like, nah, just stop. Look behind the looks. Like when people start finding themselves attracted to me or liking me or wanting to date me, my first thing is okay, I understand that you like me, but now it's time for me to give you the chance to see if I can like you back. You know what I mean? And I feel like people are just skipping that step. Everybody just feels like, oh, you're attracted, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me. Let's just like play date. I feel like we're play dating. We're not even really doing the real thing. We're just like playing house. It's like it's all a joke. I'm like, nah, we need to start taking this stuff a little bit more seriously. For me, I feel like everyone's just too la-di-da about it. and we should start being like more serious about it. Like, I don't date to have fun. I date because I'm a relationship girl. So I move accordingly. If I like relationships and I really want to be in like a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year marriage type of relationship, I'm going to look at you differently. I'm not going to look at you like, oh, you're cute. Yeah, but are you smarter than me? Like, I just think it's the way that you move. Like,
That's
if you're
good,
not
man.
smart, man.
That's hit the nail because you saying it for you, but that's definitely a word. That's true fact. I stamped that. That's stamped right there. Like I'm like you too. I love to date. I'm dating with a purpose. I ain't just dating to date you. You know what I'm saying? I want something to have one day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I tell you, and you know, like I say, keep on dating. That's why we were talking about dating around. It's not a bad thing until you know who you gotta you say give you time to like that person, and you know.
I feel like dating around is not a bad thing, but it's also the amount of dating that you're doing and how many people you're putting in a rotation. I think that does matter because it will hinder your connection because you can't really find somebody if you're dating like 5 people. Like, I think 3 most, if like it's really just it's like the beginning stages of things, but it doesn't take you a month, 2 months, 3 months to be rotating 5 different people, the same to 5 different people at a time to realize that, yo, we don't have a connection like that. You know what I mean? I feel like it gets really tricky with dating too many people at the same time and dating way too often, simply because it's just like, when do you really stop to like really get to know that person on like an intimate level? Not intimate as in like sexual. I mean intimate as in like you feel like you actually connect to this person right in front of you in your soul. You feel me? It's not like, it gets tricky. It gets tricky. Like, I'm not opposed to people dating. Go and do whatever you got to do. But for me, I feel like I'm just really picky about it.
Yeah.
I'm even picky about who I choose to like date. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I think it also depends on where you at in life.
Yeah.
Some people are dating. They don't have no business to be dating. They need to be focusing on where they're trying to be. They need to be focusing on getting their own crib. They need to be focusing on getting your own insurance. Like, can you keep yourself up? And are you stable enough for yourself as a single person before you try to like build connections with others? Because if you're a man and you're trying to date a woman, and she's gonna eventually look at you like, yo, can you hold yourself up and can you lead? If your own house is not stable, you don't even live by yourself. Like,
wow.
Do you really have that much business dating that many times, that often in like a single year? You know what I mean?
That's right, man. Yeah. He's coming, woman of God. When say she's patient with her man, he's coming. Yeah, I agree with you. And my thing is too, a lot of people like this a lot of people don't like to be lonely. Hey, my thing is better be lonely. Anybody can't hold you. Anybody can't love you. Anybody can't hold you. So just don't let anybody hold you. Janet Jackson got a song by I get so lonely sometimes, but I just don't, anybody just can't hold me. I love that song. That's my thing. Not just any woman can hold me and I can't hold that woman. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure it's the right one. You know what I'm saying? The world, it ain't the world, it's the people in the world. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, there's a great man, there's a great woman out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay in that fear of what happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? No, listen, God has great for you. He has greater for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't live below your standards. Don't think because it's not going on right now, but when that right time comes, which is God's time, and it's always right. You look at people, they might be in stuff, and I have seen this a lot, and this is not laughing, but this is honest truth. They could be with somebody, but when your time to come, you with your person, but they might not be with their person. You know what I'm saying? We all got our season, so we got to understand that. We got to, you know what I mean? So that was a good question. That was a great answer. So I like that. You know what I mean? That's why you hear on the Real Life Podcast, Miss Meek, songwriter. She just listen. She do it all. Come on, amen. Come on now, listen.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So listen. More stuff. Let's do this one right here. Is it human nature to be selfish? Now, my thing is, it's there, but it's up to you. It's an option. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, you have a choice to be mean. You have a choice to be nice. You have a choice to be happy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? We have our choices. Life is a about challenges. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the heaven and you got the hell. You got your choices. You know what I'm saying? How you react with stuff. So if you look at it, there's always a plan A and there's a plan B, but it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You make that choice. Seriously. And so that's when we go back to like the dating around. Like some people date around. My thing is I'm dating that person. If I got the person I'm dating, like, I like what you say because I agree with you saying, but there's an outcome to why I had to put that dating around also because everybody's different. So my thing is, say for instance, me and you dating. My thing is I'm gonna focus on you. I'm gonna focus on us. I'm not gonna focus on the outside. But you got some people, they'll be like, okay, I got plan A and I got plan B. Now if plan A don't work out, I'm going to plan B. You know what I'm saying? There's a lid on. And hold on,
plan B is in marriage.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm talking about now. This right here, the options right here. We got the other thing. I got choice. Okay, by the way, I got choice 1. I got choice 2. This is the other side. So think about this, and I'm gonna go to where I'm gonna support your answer. What you were saying. Your feelings for choice 1, you might catch feeling for choice 1, but then you might choose. Wait, you love choice 1, but choice 2 is doing a little more than what choice 1 is doing. But you love this person. Put it this way. He's good sexually. I mean, he or she good sexually. This one right here is good materially. So everybody think different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think different. My thing is, I'm not looking at neither of that. I'm looking at this. Number 1 thing right here. And I'm gonna feel that. I gotta really know. I can't have nobody bragging about, yeah, I got this. No, I wanna hear that. I wanna know the more, so I wanna know what can we do physically and mentally, spiritually for each other. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff, material thing, that stuff can break. You can get in a wreck with that car. You're going to lose some money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get in debt. But what can you do for me when I'm mentally drained? Mentally drained is something, it's dangerous for the body. So what can you do for me? Are you going to pick me up? Are you going to motivate me? Can I do the same for you? You know what I'm saying? You can't buy happiness. I don't know who told you to buy happiness. You can't buy no happiness. You might buy it for a moment, but I'm talking about like a long-term happiness. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy no love. People try to buy love. People try to buy this. I'm not buying none of that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to earn that. That's how we earn the loyalty. We earn the respect. We have to earn each other trust, all that good stuff. But what can you do for me, like physically, mentally? You know what I'm saying? So you were I was on that question, but you can come back to it.
What was the question? Tell me again.
Is selfish in the human nature? And I was saying yes.
Selfishness in the human nature. I mean, I guess in a way, because still falls into selfishness, still falls into pride. It still falls into like some type of sin. You feel me? So obviously, it's in human nature. We're not born perfect. We're never going to be perfect. But it's like you said, everything's like a choice. Like you have a choice to stay selfish and like to not be empathetic to other people, to not be compassionate to other people. Like I think it is in the human nature, but at the same time, it's like there's a good and there's a bad time to know the difference. Like if you know when to apply it, that's great. If you don't know when to apply it, it's never gonna work. It is in the human nature, but you have a choice. Long story short.
Okay. Wow.
You said another couple points, but I'm just like, I wanted to let you get your thought out, but now I'm trying to remember what you were trying to say. But you made a couple points. I just didn't want to interrupt, you know.
It's a real life podcast. You can imagine anything. I guess what it is, you on fire, I'm on fire. When I connect, like I said, man, I connect with somebody, collab with somebody as good as you. That's what you like I said, you bring out the best in people, you know what I'm saying? And I feel real good and I feel relaxed having this combo with you, and I feel like we can do some damage together. I'm talking about damage in a good way, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier about I don't want to get that. You ain't gotta want it, you know what I'm saying? I mean you ain't gotta expect this to be, but I'm gonna tell you something. Be good as you are, it will, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't, it just happened for a lot of people. A lot of people, like, I watch, I can't think of the guy's name, but he's deal with Kevin Hart a lot. A lot of guys didn't think they'll be where they at, but hey, you never know what God got in store. And just by you connecting right here in this video, I mean, this podcast and the people that's going to watch the rerun and that are watching it now on the Real Life Podcast, they're getting a lot out of this, you know what I'm saying? And we connecting like, hey, sister and brother, like we connecting like, boom, like We knew each other for like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about this thing seriously. And you don't know what's else down the line. And I was telling you, like, I would love to collab with you. And then you were talking about podcast, and hey, you welcome to co-host. We can co-host together. And sometimes, man, and listen, bring them on. And I need somebody like you in the corner because you on fire. You got those points. You know what I'm saying? You got your mind. You got your question. You got your answer. And I love it, you know? Definitely. You got that energy. Your energy.
I don't got the energy today. I'm over here chilling.
You all right. But you hold back. That's what about, man, on the podcast. You will hold back. And listen, I got the question that to end selfishness is in the closing, give someone give a selfish person some advice about just give them some advice, give them some encouraging words.
I can't give no selfish person no advice. They don't want advice. They want to be selfish.
We got.
What are you saying?
My thing is, and I don't know. I think I said this to you. We gotta learn how to take corrections. You can't take corrections from you. Think if you can't take corrections from nobody at all, and you think you always right, then you will never grow, and that's being selfish. You gotta learn how to take corrections. If that person, it is not in a bad way. You got to learn from your mistake. A lot of us got mistakes right now that we have made, and we try to play victim. We try to use that, against people. Oh, this guy, listen. If I make a mistake, I'm 30. Like I said, I'm 33 years old. I have young people that have corrected me, and I have old people that have corrected me. I've never been the one like, man, I want to hear your thought on that. See, that's where you mess up at. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get no way in life. Nobody will ever want to deal with you. I'm talking about even your own kids, your own parents. Nobody gonna want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that forces into a lot of people just, damn, I'm losing my train of thought. But being selfish and like not being able to be corrected, that falls into like a lot of people's like lifestyles and like how they grew up. Like there's certain people who can't be corrected because everything about them, like they grew up, everything that they did was like nitpicked. Maybe when they grow up, they don't want people to nitpick them. They feel like they're being nitpicked again. We gotta understand where everybody's coming from. That's like where it comes to like talking to people, right? Because the more you talk to people, the more you understand like where they're coming from. Like sometimes it's not just because they just can't be corrected, but we gotta know why they can't be corrected. What is it about them that feels like everything gotta be a defense mechanism, rather than just hearing somebody's like trying to help you, you know what I mean? But also you don't want to go in life like not being able to be taught. Like even the greatest people are still students. Like you can't be a teacher all the time. At some point you gotta be a student. Like sometimes people can see something in you that you can't even like peep in yourself. So if someone's like, and I also think it's delivery, because you can try to correct somebody, but your delivery on how you're trying to correct them does not resonate. You got to know who you're talking to. You got to know the tone that you got to do it in. Some people need more gentle, like conversation, one-on-one conversation. Some people need it a little tougher, and they need to hear it harshly. But who are you talking to? And is it the right time on how you're communicating that, So everyone should be corrected. We should all be able to be corrected. But I feel like the defense mechanism comes on how it's being presented and how it's coming off,
She good. I know she is, yeah. She great. She awesome. Yes, she is. She is. They talking about you. Yeah, she good. Yes, she is. I know.
Thank you. I don't see their comments. I only see my people.
Yeah, I can't see us comments. They talking about you. Listen, Real Life Podcast, Miss Meat, y'all. Listen, Miss Meat, let's do another one. Let's do whenever you, and we'll talk behind the scenes, and we'll talk behind, how we do, we'll talk, and let's try to do something, what I'm saying, in a few days. Let's do it again. Like, we'll do another topic, because God, it's going somewhere, you know what I mean? I actually got a new episode coming up Tuesday. I'll be shooting one with an author, and he's also a minister. We're going to talk about the life challenges, and we're going to talk about his spiritual walk with God, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about that. So check that one out on Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be 1 o'clock Central time, because you're in California, and you'll get to catch rerun. I'll tag you in it. Like this right here, be on YouTube. You'll get to see all that good stuff. But I would love to do more with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy and I'm blessed that I was able to got to meet you and got to see what I need to see, and God show me what I need to see, show me the person that I need to see to connect with. You know what I'm saying? We connect with. He knows how to bring his people together, and we connected right on time. You know what I'm saying? And there's things. What are you laughing at?
I said amen.
Oh man! Oh my God! Yeah. So he knows how to connect, man. Like I know, and then y'all have to catch Miss Meek out. Miss Meek also. Y'all follow Miss Meek. Please, y'all make sure y'all follow Miss Meek. Y'all go ahead and click on there and follow her. Very, man, she's, man, listen, genuine sister, encouraging, loving, man. You know what I'm saying? She's a leader, not a follower. You know what I'm saying? She's real. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, hey, you know what I'm saying? On the Real Life Podcast, only real people come on here. We don't deal with negativity. The negativity will expose itself. You know what I'm saying? So I know when I connect with you, I already know how rude you were. Discernment. Thank God for that. But y'all follow her because she be going live and she have her time wise when she do. And I'm gonna be on there again with her. Like once we do this right, once we finish up this podcast, and she goes on, I'm gonna go through and show her some love, and she pops me in on the talk show. I'm going on the talk show to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Period. Thank you for having me, sis. Thank you.
Like, listen, I will come better prepared, but you already was prepared, and just the conversation we already had before when I first met you, that was like a lot. Cause we went on a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? We went an hour. I didn't think it'd go that long. We went a whole hour, and now we probably almost 30 minutes in, or over 30 minutes, which whatever. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? This Real Life Podcast. I've done podcasts with people. The episodes I did when kids in the background having a great time. It's a Real Life Podcast. Be yourself. Be yourself. I don't want you to change up nothing because I feel like you're hiding something. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm be myself. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? I might come here with
Don't be code switching in every room, yo. You walk into a room, let that be you. That's you in that room. Yeah. When you leave that room, you're still the same person. When you go into another room, you're still the same person. Let's not code switch. That code switching.
And my cousin talking. What's up, cuz? What's going on, cuz? Oh, my cuz right there. I meet you up, cuz. Yeah, that's it, man. So what you anything you want to say before we get off?
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. I like our little conversations, but I'm gonna still be online. I'm still gonna be on TikTok. I'm probably gonna show everybody everything that I just bought, because I was talking last night and said that I bought too many things off TikTok Live. So maybe I'll just do that.
Hey, cuz,
just chill for a little bit.
I'm doing another one. We're gonna be here finna set another day up, cuz we're gonna probably do one. I'm gonna get on her a little bit. We gonna probably, cuz, you gonna do one Sunday, cuz, or Monday? My cousin said he ready to come on.
I'm ready.
Listen, Real Life Podcast, Miss Meek. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all catch the rerun. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Facebook. Y'all Silk Richardson, if you haven't not, you'll get a clip of it on there. Instagram, Silk_the_real. You'll catch a clip on there. And my YouTube at Silk the Real. And you'll get to see this full video. Miss Meek, y'all follow Miss Meek. Miss Meek, you got anything? Y'all follow her on TikTok?
Yeah, follow me on TikTok, Meeko Cicero. It's MEEKOCICERO. Same thing for Instagram, Twitter. I don't even be on Twitter, so just follow me on Instagram and here. That's basically all my social medias for now.
That's it, man. Listen, y'all heard it right there. Y'all heard it first. She'll be back. Listen, I'm talking about sooner, later. Miss Meek, I'm gonna get you in a little bit. All right.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Real Life Podcast. One love.